Why is that not bolted to anything? Turns out Dave's car strikes again. I don't want it, Dave. You got a chunk missing there, a little fraying there. I hate you, Dave. Dave, I hate your car. I kind of feel like we're doing this the hard way. Ah! Does your car sound like Dave's car? We have a fix for that. Let's go in the shop. Dave.
What? That distracted me.
Your valve cover bolt backed itself out and it's sitting right next to the hole it should be in. Pulley assy. You ready, Dave?
I'm ready.
Cool. You heard Dave's car squeals like a banshee. There's several things that could be, right? Could be just worn out belt, could be a bad pulley, combination. So being that we are here at Z1 and you guys know we like fixing Dave's car, right? What we're gonna do is actually a combination of two kits that we offer on the website. Dave has a, what we call early production, DE. So there's one idler up top that is actually, come take a look here, I'll show you. Right there, this guy, I guess, I don't need my light because you got it, Dave. Looks like there should be a fan here, right? There is on 03 G35s. Nissan likes to use the same motor in a lot of different cars. If it's not a G35, the pulley's still there, there's just no fan on it because 350s have electronic fans. Later 350Zs, 06, certain month up, I think that's mainly a rev up thing actually, it's deleted. There's just one less idler there. So what we're gonna do is, like I said, the combination of the two kits. So we're going to delete that idler, which all we need for that is this little spacer that goes behind the power steering bracket that overlaps that. So this fills in a little bit of the gap. And then we have two new idler pulleys and two new belts. And one of these belts is the appropriate length to make it shorter since we are deleting that idler. So there's a combination of parts on the website. You guys go on there, add both, figure it out. And yeah, we got everything we need. Relatively easy. You can definitely do this in your driveway. We're gonna start with a little bit of disassembly. Some of these bolts that you have to pull out are super long, so they will make contact with your fans. So we have to get the fans out, and then we will go underneath and remove the undershroud to make it easy to get to that bottom idler. And also, our kit comes with the tensioner bolt for these idlers. So it's not just the pulley, it's the pulley and the bolt times two. So yeah, let's go ahead and get that fan out, and then the undershroud, we'll start removing parts. All right, let me get the undershroud off just to give us access to all those pulleys and the electrical connectors on the bottom of the radiator fan. So yeah, a lot of 10 mils. Oh, that's cool. Your bash bar kind of holds it in place for you. That way it just doesn't fall on your head. Oh, ooh, she oily, bud.
Yeah, she's like a Diddy party under here.
Covered in oil. I love it. So for the fans, we got these two main connectors underneath. We're just gonna pop these guys off. And that guy, while we're underneath it, that's gonna go in there.
Yep.
While we're underneath it, we're gonna take 14 mils and bust these two pulleys loose. Since we're already here, we're just gonna loosen the nuts a little bit, and then we can go up top, pull the fan shroud out. 14 there. Easy on that guy. And then one more right there. Nope, there we go. All right, so if you were doing just your idlers, those two 14s, relieve tension, take the belts off, take the pulleys off, you could just keep going from here, but we're doing that delete. So dropping it back down, see you up top. All right, so 10 mil here and here. One more. Alrighty, we'll take these guys into the side, then pop that little guy out. We'll just kind of have to fight with this a little bit because I don't want to disconnect it, and then same with the upper hose. And we'll just kind of wiggle this guy on out of here. Why is that not bolted to anything? What was that, Dave?
Is that rattling that I've been hearing this whole time?
Yeah, there's a bracket that for your AC line that should definitely be bolted to your frame rail that isn't. Wait, how are you supposed to? All right, that wraps up this install video. Hey Zeus, how the hell are you supposed to get this out without taking the upper hose off? I'm also like hitting an AC line every. Okay. All right, so just to give us a little bit of room, we're gonna pop off Dave's filter. Get that guy, gives us a little bit more room. Like I have to do this side to get that out.
This hose is actually not in the position it's supposed to be in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Turns out Dave's cart strikes again. Usually you would be able to kind of tweak the fans out and kind of rock it out from underneath this. Dave, you got some AC lines that are not in positions they should be in. So we're gonna have to remove this upper hose, and we're gonna do this in a way to where I pull it off. I'm gonna get a rag, try to cup around it, point the hose towards the sky, pull the fan shroud out really quick, put the hose back on to lose as little coolant as possible, and hopefully not introduce a whole bunch of air and cause this thing to have to be re-bled, because bleeding DEs is not the easiest thing in the world. Yeah, like, how did you even get this clamp on here?
A lot of silicone spray.
Like, I don't want it, Dave. I don't want to make a mess. Like that. I wonder if I can. There we go. All right, let's move fast. So now we're going to remove, let's see, 1, 2, 3 bolts for this pulley. Yeah. All right, let's go back in the air and relieve the tension, get the belts off, and then we'll get that pulley off and put the spacer on. All right, so we got a 12 mil, and we got a tensioner here, and then another one here. So we're gonna loosen these guys up to take the belts off, and then that'll give us all the room we need to remove that upper pulley. That's not gonna work, Austin. Get this trash belt off. Oh, that one like kind of goes there. We go. We'll get that guy off. And yeah, Dave, you got a chunk missing there, a little fraying there. What do we say?
Throw it away!
And while I'm down here, I guess I can go ahead and remove these guys. Good God. And then you're just gonna back this guy out like that. Oh, is this capped over there? No, this one. There we go. All right, that's one. But now I do have 2 different part numbers. One is for one, one's for the other. Which one is this? But let me check the upper one to see if it's any different. Oh yeah, much bigger there, much bigger bolt. This one goes up by the power steering pump. So can't get it wrong, pretty self-explanatory. Let's go ahead and remove that other pulley, then we will do the delete. And that was just a little corroded on there. Those guys. Ugh. Where's my mic? Yeah. I don't know if you can hear it. Like I can feel it, it's grimy. I don't even check the other one. What's the other one sound like? Ooh, that one's even worse.
Put up to the mic.
Yeah.
That person sounds like that.
Like,
It's like a skateboard wheel.
it's still going. It's still going. It's still going. Left. I'm pretty sure that whole bracket has to come out in order for this to come off. 1, 2, 3 12s. There we go. So remove that whole bracket. Keep your 3 12s. And then now with this guy, we'll be able to do that. Don't show this, I'm being dumb. New pulley. In order, nut, washer, yeah, and then pulley, and then this guy goes in like that. And I guess we'll bolt this back on without this, just for simplicity. And we will go from there. All right, we'll grab the impact 12. Cool. Now that's there. We can bolt the pulley back on, which that's the back side. Where did this come from? Back in order. Big thick washer goes on there. Then pulley goes on like that. And then our small little dish. And then another washer. And then the nut. 14. And boom. So that goes in there, and now we can tighten and loosen this 12 to adjust that tension as needed. So now all we gotta do is this one. So 14 mil nut, then that dish, then that spacer, and then that one, and then that, and then you take this guy and put it through just like that. And now put it on in reverse order. Let me get the upper or outer pieces. Run away, nut. I got it. It's okay. I'm back.
Why don't you not run away?
I'll apply just a little backward pressure so I can slide that on. And then our little candy dish. And a 14 mil. All right, let me grab my wrench, tighten that up. We'll go back up top. Here we go. Yeah. 2 done, and now we can delete that one up top, put the spacer in, put belts on. We're almost there, guys. Down, down, down. So 14, that looks like 17 and 17. All right, 14 mil. Nope. I hate you, Dave. I need a bigger extension.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Yeah, there she is. And that is why you have to remove the fan trap. All right, let me switch to my 17 and get these. You got a bottom one here and then an upper one there. Let's start at the bottom. Dave, I hate your... There we go. So what happens in this situation is you back the bolt out so far that the tool is actually stuck in between the bolt and the pulley. And what sucks is it's a ratcheting wrench, so when I go to tighten it back to retreat it back into the engine so I can take the tool out, it's not gonna spin anywhere. So yeah, did you get that, Dave? Like I can't get that out, and I can't, oh, I guess I can thread. It'll just be easier to take it all out once. Wait, this isn't gonna work because part of that bolt is still threaded in the engine. Now it's just too late and we can't go back. I'm sorry, I can't be. Perfect. Where were we? Yeah, this. Why does it look like it's gonna hit the pulley? It is. Oh, no, okay. It does hit the pulley to where I can't pull the bolt out, but it is unthreaded inside the engine, so that bolt will come with the whole assembly. Okay, we're good. this bolt's in the way and you can't get the bolt out because the pulley's on there, and you can't take the pulley off because if you try to loosen these 10 mils to take the pulley off, it spins with the pulley. I kind of feel like we're doing this the hard way. Give it back. Give it back. Walking this pulley off this shaft so I can get that last bolt out. Yeah, there you go. See it? Mm-hmm. Solid. Don't give up. Roll it away! This is what victory looks like. Roll it away! Ah! All right. So now, all I got to do is put these bolts back in. You do reuse the bolts. There is enough more. There is enough more thread. Yeah. There's enough thread on the back side of this to where you don't need a washer, a spacer, a shorter bolt. You can run it back in exactly where it came from, even without that pulley. So just slide it right back in like that. And then same thing right there. Let me grab a short 17 and we'll run that in. Cool. And now you're gonna grab your spacer. It's gonna go in between there. You're gonna run your long 14 mil back in, just like that. And as you tighten it down, it will clamp onto that spacer and keep everything good and tight. Spins right now. I'm gonna grab a 14, yeah, going right here. Perfect. There you go. Now we can slide our belts on, adjust the tension from the 210s underneath on either idlers. We'll be good to go. All right, so we are using Z1 belts. The 4 rib is closer to the front of the engine, so we're gonna go with this one first because it's furthest away from us. That way we'll do the 6 rib in front of it. The 4 rib is for the, the AC compressor. Z1 has the OE part number for cross-referencing if you need it. So, and I'm pretty sure the idlers, the new one that we put on, we put it that way the belt will have the least amount of tension to make install a little bit easier. We'll just wrap it around the crank pulley, just like that, and then wrap it around the tensioner, just like that. It'll be a little loosey-goosey for right now. Let me get that right there on that compressor. There we go. Sweet. So you can see the belt's a little loose right there. And as I move that 10 mil, it'll push this pulley up towards the top of the engine, putting tension on it. So let's grab the 6 ribs. Speaking of ribs, I had a McRib the other day. Hadn't had one in years. It was still phenomenal. Grab your 6 mil and let's start around the power steering. And there's only one way this goes, so should be pretty straightforward. Around the power steering, down underneath the alternator, over the idler, make sure it stays there. And then now all you gotta do is take this extra bit here and wrap it around the crank pulley, which looks like it's pretty snug. I should be able to get that. Worst case, I think there is a little bit more room to drop that pulley just a little bit more to get it to slide on. Let me see if I can finesse it. But as I work my way around, it's just gonna get harder and harder to put on. Yeah, let's keep it there. Let's go underneath. That way I'm not sitting here fighting it for no reason. All I gotta do is twist that 10 mil to get it to slide on.
Way the fun fact of the day, Austin.
There's more atoms in a glass of water than there are grains of sand in the entire planet. All right, so the easiest way to get the belt on, at least for the 6 rib, was put it around the 3 grooved pulleys, crank, alternator, power steering, and then slide it over the idler. Since there's no lips, there's no grooves, there's no ribs, it's pretty easy. And then now I'm gonna put my tool back on here and tighten this guy down to get all the tension. You can see belt still pretty loosey-goosey, and we'll just keep cranking this tensioner, push that pulley up until it starts tightening up like that. Make it a little bit more. There we go. And then now I'll switch to my 14 and tighten down the front of that pulley. There we go. And then now we can do the same thing over here with our AC one. The same thing, you can see a lot of slack there. So we're just gonna act on a light setting and just kind of there we go. There we go. Dave, we did it.
You did it.
We did it.
You did it.
We did it.
I didn't do anything.
And tighten that. Cool. All right, let's get everything back together and fire it up, and hopefully it doesn't squeak anymore. All right, so next is the fans. Yep, fans, upper radiator hose, under shroud. Good to go. We did it, Dave.
You did it. Got it?
Yeah. I guess that's how easy it is to change 2 idler pulleys, both belts, and do a pulley delete on the 350Z. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment on what how-to video you want us to do next.